What is going on, guys? It is Dinozords bringing you guys another video with GlaciusTS.
How's it going? Did you miss me? No? Okay.
And I loved our two videos together, the two 25 most likely characters, even though it's probably a lot more than 25 in the end. I love that
Yeah,
video.
those were precious memories, were they not?
Yeah, that was a great video. I liked it. This is gonna be kind of like a new series where I try to go through all the people in this community and try to get their thoughts and opinions and all that stuff. You guys might have seen my video like a week or so ago about me trying to get your guys' ideas and stuff out there. And first person I wanted to go to was Glacius because I love his ideas and think he's a cool guy. So okay, so in this episode, guys, we're gonna be talking about the collector's edition. So much info about this thing came out this week. For starters, the two versions of the statue. Do you want to go ahead and into that?
Yeah, I was actually pretty impressed by them. They're both really the quality on them seems pretty good. I personally would have preferred if it was like Batman and Superman. I feel like they're a little more iconic, but at the same time, like it is really impressive.
Yeah, I thought they looked really nice, especially when you try to make the image a little bit bigger and you see all the detail that they have on these statues.
Yeah.
But there is two versions. There's the EU or the European version that's going to obviously Europe, and there's the US version. Now, the European version has regular costumes for both Batman and Wonder Woman. This is the one most people saw when they looked up, the collector's edition on the internet. But the US version has an Amazonian costume for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I noticed that. That like you pointed that out earlier, and like I'm surprised that I missed it the first time I saw the image. Uh, I like the costume. It's certainly like exotic for Wonder
Yeah.
Woman. We like it's significantly different from her first costume.
Mhm.
However, I will admit I think I like the European model a little more.
To
I
be
like
honest,
the
I think I'll probably end up buying both. You know what I mean? If I can find them on eBay, just because I kind of want both. Just because I feel like the European one is a little bit like more memorable. Like I'm not gonna want to remember the Amazonian costume because she's not gonna be appearing in the Amazonian costume throughout the story most likely. Now the interesting thing about these things is obviously I made a video about this and I'm sure you've seen it. Now, do you think it's a possibility that this Amazonian costume could possibly be DLC or an alternate costume in the game?
Definitely. I mean, like I remember seeing your video and you mentioned the possibility of DLC, and yeah, I definitely think it could turn up as either DLC or an alternate. And one thing, like, why exactly would they use a different costume anyway if it wasn't going to turn up in the game at some point?
That's exactly what I thought. Some people have been commenting saying like, "No, I doubt that's going to be." But what's the point of making it? You could have just changed the positions if it had nothing to do with anything. There's no point of making a statue completely separate costume if it's not going to have something to do with the game. Now, instantly in my head, obviously I should have said it could have been an alternate costume, not just a DLC. But instantly, what I saw right next to it was like Wonder Woman DLC skin. So I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, these
first thing that
probably."
comes to mind is,
Yeah,
oh, that could be the DLC costume.
but like I said, it could be alternate. It might be
Yeah.
alternate, it might be DLC. No one really knows. It might not be anything, but I highly doubt that. So obviously we have the three DLC skins that were announced through this collector's edition. What do you think they will be? Like New 52 style, animated series, maybe?
Could be either or. It could even be like I wouldn't be surprised if we look at it and we wind up getting like Sinestro Corpse Batman, or it could be anything. But I'd probably put it on either the New 52 costumes or the animated series would be most likely.
Yeah, like at least with the Justice League New 52 Jim Lee like art for Superman. Those two costumes, like the Justice League New 52 Jim Lee, looks almost exactly the same as the Injustice costume. Like it looks almost exactly the same. It's Wonder Woman's costume in the secondary statue for the US is going to be the DLC. They're probably not going to do New 52 for Batman and Superman because that just wouldn't make sense if they're going to do
Yeah,
one thing for one and then two different things for the other two.
Now, I did notice that the costumes they have there are pretty much New 52 inspired already.
Yeah, more armored
So,
maybe.
yeah, slightly more armored. Well, that's kind of the Mortal Kombat style. That's the
Yeah.
spin they wanted to put on it.
I doubt they're going to be animated series. Maybe future DLC, but I don't see them being animated series from the beginning. I
Probably
think,
not, but I still think it's a possibility.
yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, but I think personally, they're probably going to take one of the more, like iconic costumes from some comic. Like maybe, for Batman, they have like the Jean Paul Gray or Jean Paul Valley or whatever his name was from Nightfall, where he has that like blue and yellow costume. It's not even actually Batman, but
Yeah.
maybe that'll be what they try to make. And then Superman, maybe I thought it would be cool if they actually use the Action Comics costume from the New 52, where he's just wearing like a
Oh yeah,
t-shirt, and like
yeah, that would be pretty
pants
cool.
rolled up. I thought that would be funny.
Yeah, that would be an interesting costume actually.
Yeah.
I hope not everything though is too New 52 inspired. Like
Yeah.
some of the costumes, like say if they put Lobo in there, his New 52 costume, he looked way too much like Wolverine.
Yeah, I agree. So the next thing we have to talk about is Robin, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern. They were obviously appearing on the cover of the new 52, possibly ongoing comic book. Obviously, it was not confirmed whether or not it was like a Injustice comic or not. But I mean, let's be honest, it's probably an
Yeah.
Injustice comic.
Yeah, I would personally love it if it were an Injustice comic, but I might not be so enthusiastic about it. When I look at the characters, I think they all have a decent shot. While I'm not as big of a fan of Robin showing up in the game, like I already saw that Nightwing is in there. He already has the staff. I'm not sure how much Robin would have to offer in terms of gameplay and diversity, but
Hmm.
I still think he has of course he has a shot in the game. Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern, I think they're most likely going to be in the game. As for the book, I'm interested in finding out what it is. Like, if it is an Injustice comic, I might not be as enthusiastic about it. Like, I might not think it will be, but I hope it is. I would
Yeah.
absolutely love to have an Injustice comic. And by the sounds of things, where they say it says here 2 issues of a brand new DC comic series. From the sounds of things, it sounds like whatever this comic book is, it'll be a series. Like, it'll keep going.
But Ed Boon did say that it was Martian Manhunter, Robin, and Green Lantern were only going to be in the comic. But to be honest, I kind of find that to be a kind of a lie because I really don't see them making a game, at least not now, that doesn't
Well,
have
I
Green
wouldn't
Lantern.
call it a lie. I wouldn't call it a lie. He was just basically saying this is not confirmation.
Yeah, yeah,
This
I
is
see what you
just
like. Not a lie, but like you don't want to. He didn't want to release that at that point.
yeah, it's not ready, I guess, for the public. However, it does make me question why would they so put that so out there and so obvious to us to see those icons.
Yeah.
And we've already seen like there's these small icons on the in the corners of the screen as you're playing as somebody. Like you got a Wonder Woman logo, a Superman logo, Batman logo. I would not be surprised to see those logos down there in the corner, like
Yeah.
next to the health bar.
I personally hope they're all three in the game. I'd like to, because even though Robin, I see what you're saying, might not add as much diversity as others, I think Martian Manhunter personally would be a good character. It'd add a lot of diversity, which I know that the Mortal Kombat community loves. I mentioned in our first commentary together. And Green Lantern, I think if they do it correctly, he'll be a really good character.
Definitely, they can do so much with all of those characters. My like I said, my only issue is probably Robin. I feel like Nightwing's already
Yeah,
got everything there, but I wouldn't complain too much if Robin were in the game. I still think he's a pretty awesome character. I got nothing against him. I
yeah.
just feel like there could be room for other characters there.
So that's going to be it for this week. I hope you guys did all enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like on this video and go check out GlaciusTS's Twitter, where he always gets to talk with Ed Boon and all the top Mortal Kombat. He's awesome. So go check him out on Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right, I'm funny.